She got chalk on her hands, cold look in her eyes. If you hear your name called, you might not survive.
Hello!
Fourth grade, later with 5.
And welcome to another episode of
Tales of Fourth Grade Torture.
We're getting really good at that.
Yeah.
It's kind of ridiculous.
We're now finally getting over the sickness.
Right?
And we're not running off of the, what did she call it? Q? Something? Quail? Thing?
Oh, what?
Never mind.
I don't know what this child is talking about.
I don't know. You called it like Q or Quill or something, like quail or whatever. I don't know.
I don't know what you were talking about, child.
We're running off of like quill or something. Or quail.
I know what you're talking about. Dayquil.
Yes, that.
And NyQuil. Oh my God. Oh my Lord, child.
I swear I heard quail. So I'm like, I heard quail that time. Wait. It was either quill or quail.
This is why we do this. So I can just laugh about the nonsense that comes out of your face.
I'm sorry.
Quail.
Day quail. Apparently there are two types of quails in the world.
Night ones and daytime ones.
Nighttime. Daytime.
Oh, I'm going to have to find a clip of that to put this in the video.
Nighttime. Daytime. Nighttime. Daytime.
Nighttime. Daytime. Nighttime. Daytime.
Oh,
What are you doing? I'm playing nighttime, daytime. You want to play? If you guys don't know what that is, Google it. It's hilarious.
Oh, thank you. I started crying. That was good. So can you believe we're on episode 6 of our crazy podcast?
You know what's weird? We have a bunch of subscribers now, and we're on episode 6.
It's weird.
Shout out to all the subscribers.
Seriously.
Like, I didn't think we'd make it this far.
I know.
With almost 6 episodes.
I know. And all of my crazy videos of scaring the bejesus out of children.
Yeah. Oh, wait.
Which makes me really happy. I'm looking it up right now because now you got me thinking. Okay, so what do we have? 134 subs.
Yeah.
So thank you to all of our subs and all of our listeners.
Thank you. Oh, you know what? We should do, like make a short where we're giving just shout outs to every single person.
That would be fun. We could do that. And you know, I'm at 24,000 views.
Wow.
That's insane. Like that's so
Yeah,
that's so weird.
24.4K. Wow.
Right? It's so weird to me.
And you know what? If you guys viewed us, but you didn't like subscribe, please subscribe. It would really help out the channel. We're trying to get a play button right now.
I want a play button so bad.
That'd be so
I
cool.
just want it in my classroom. My students are like, you just need 1,000 subs. I'm like, no, that's not how it works.
Yeah. How much do you need for a play button?
100,000 subs.
Anybody who's watching this and you're not subscribed, please subscribe.
Right? Please listen and subscribe to our nonsense because we appreciate it.
Yeah. It's interesting. We're going famous, like Dad said.
It's so weird. I don't feel like it is. And like you guys, we only have 134. Like it's not even that many. But it's just weird to see like we've brought people that much joy and laughing at videos and listening to our banter. Yeah,
it's really good.
it's cool. I dig it. So last week we had, I want to apologize to everyone. This past weekend, Rylan had a band concert, not a competition, but a concert at one of our local high schools, and she did really, really well. Like,
Should we mention the school and give a shout out to the school for being amazing?
no, let's not.
Okay.
I'm sitting here thinking about, I'm sure people could probably figure it out.
Yeah.
But no, she did a really good job. But I got to play band mom for the weekend. And so like Friday evening, we moved band equipment. And then Saturday,
Well, you woke up late, remember?
Yeah, that was nuts. I had the alarm clock set for 4:45 Saturday morning. And
But she didn't save it.
Yeah, I didn't click the save button Like I set it up and then I didn't click save, and so it didn't.
I really, truly did try to wake you up.
I know I didn't want to wake up. I was so tired from moving all the equipment and then
Yeah, because I was gonna
moving
go.
some of the equipment.
I was gonna go in there and ask you something, and then I see that you're still in here, and I'm like,
That's not good.
wait, wasn't she supposed to leave at 7?
Yeah, and so you guys, Rye helped me wake up. She was like, Mom, and I'm like, what? And I look and I go, oh my God, I'm not awake.
No, well, you jump scared me because your eyes just went. Shh.
Well, I like popped open because I heard a sound and I was like, what's that? And then I'm like, oh my gosh. And I realized I could see the sunlight kind of coming in behind the curtain. And I'm going, oh my God. It was
jump scare.
6:15.
Yeah.
And I was supposed to be at the school that's like 45 minutes away by 7:30.
That's
so
making me tired.
yeah, it was really stressful. So, but I got there in time.
Also, if you guys can see the sunset right now, it's really pretty.
You're such a dork. They're going to listen to this after we record.
Okay, if you're watching this at night and you can see the sunset, it's really pretty.
Yeah.
There we go.
But anyways, so afterwards, or that morning, I had to be there at the school at 7:30 and I helped run the booth. And so to say I was exhausted, and I helped run it from 7:30 in the morning until like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And then
You were selling nachos.
yeah, so good. And
Okay.
then we loaded up band equipment into the trailer again and then moved the stuff all back to Ryland School. And I was
Okay,
a
so
zombie.
her booth, I even tried the nachos myself after the concert.
My booth. The booth. I did not.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
it was technically your booth.
I just was helping, dear. I was not in charge.
Yeah, you were.
Anyways, I was not in charge.
Whatever. Point is, the booth, I tried the nachos and they were really good. The cheese did have a little spice in there.
Well, you also can't handle spice, so yeah. I'm like, you can't handle it. You can't handle the spice. Okay. Anyways, right. I hope you enjoyed last week's episode. It was
sound.
Yeah.
A sound.
Really ridiculous.
A sound. Okay.
And it was pretty funny because I was laughing and I was looking at that. I wanted to pull up the video really quick so that I could talk about the person who got the correct answer.
Also, can we give a shout out to Jack for commenting?
Oh yeah, so my nephew went ahead and commented on the my last video. It was pretty funny.
Oh, Jack, so you know, the mics that we're using, what are they called?
Oh, yeah, if anyone's interested, if you didn't see it in the comments, but these are the microphones that we use are actually ones that Mr. Peterson uses for his YouTube channel. But they're called Ceramonics, and they're pretty common. If you watch YouTubers, a lot of YouTubers actually have them.
Yeah.
At some point, I want to like build a full-on studio and actually set it up with like the real fancy schmancy microphones and all that jazz, and then it's hooked up to the
What if we
sound
use
system.
the little house?
Probably. And then, but for these are great for right now. And I'm sorry if I know that gets a little distorted, especially when we get kind of loud, and I apologize about that. But at some point we will get to the point of we're not using these, but these are great in the meantime. So if anyone's interested, it's a good way to start for your YouTube channel, or if you're doing a podcast like us. They're called Ceramonics, and they're wireless, and they're really great. I just hook it up to an extra phone that we have, and we just record, and it makes it really easy.
So shout out to Jackie for asking that.
Yep, Jackie.
Jackie.
So I went ahead and looked at our answers for last week, and thank you again. We had a bunch of really great comments, and I appreciate all your really nice comments that you guys put. Like, I love this.
Can I do this shout out?
So thank you. But this past week for episode 5, we had one person who answered the question that we had at the end correctly.
Can I say the name?
Yeah, go for it. So the handle was at
TV Girl Forever 12.
I hope you're not forever 12. 12 is a good age, but I hope you're not forever that age. But TV Girl Forever 12 got the correct answer. The answer is B. And I like how you put your sentence there to kind of justify your answer. I know this because common nouns like city should only be capitalized if it begins a sentence or if you're saying like New York City, like a proper noun. I don't know if this is the correct answer or not. That's what was said in the comment. And girlfriend or dude, if you're a dude, I don't know. I'm assuming you're a girl because it says TV girl. But yeah, you got the correct answer. Very good. B is correct. If it did say in the sentence something along the lines of New York City, then that would be fine to keep it as uppercase. But we're just, in the sentence it says, so we went sightseeing in the city. That doesn't need to be uppercase because it's just a common noun. Yeah. So very good. 10,000 billion points for you because the points matter. Totally. Yep. Oh, Lord. So, Rylan has no idea what we're going to talk about today.
Nope. Yet again.
Oh, and I started to say this whole nonsense about Rylan in the weekend. Yeah, we got home and it was like 6 o'clock in the evening when we got home Saturday, and we had dinner and then we kind of crashed out. And then Sunday was just like doing chores and resting.
I am still exhausted.
Yeah, so I told you all this nonsense to tell you, our listeners. I'm sorry that we didn't get an episode out yesterday, but that's why we're getting it out today. You're welcome. Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah. Chonies on your dog. Yay.
Yay.
So anyways, sorry, we went in a full circle there.
It's fine.
So this week, Rylan has no idea what we wanted to talk about.
Is it Marcus the Worm?
No, oh my gosh. If you guys have not watched Marcus the Worm. No, it's this cabinet is incorrect.
What's wrong with it? Mildly irritated. Quite irritated.
Mildly irritated. Gosh, that's so funny.
He gets in your face. Like,
yeah. If you guys haven't seen, he does, sometimes he cusses, but if you don't mind that.
He didn't see it coming.
Yeah.
There's wasn't where he fell down the stairs.
Rylan's obsessed with Marcus the Worm. Look it up, y'all.
Marcus the Worm.
He's interesting.
You gotta say it in a certain way.
Yeah.
Marcus the Worm.
Anyways. So this week, for many of you, you guys know that there's two things happening. If you are within my school district and it's the first week of March that we're recording this, we have parent-teacher conferences this month, this week.
I'm not excited for that.
Well, yeah, and if you're middle school, high school, middle school is next week, I believe. But anywho, I'm
gonna leave the chat.
Yeah. So kind of in honor of the conference time.
Oh, Lord.
I wanted to kind of talk about some of the things that happen around conference time with students and then actual conferences that have been torture in my classes.
How do you turn a conference? Oh, wait. I just realized. Was it the presentation? Mm-hmm. Oh, no.
Yeah.
No, I remember that. That was such an awful time.
So,
Oh, no.
when I first started teaching,
Yes.
I did standard conferences. So I would meet with parents and we'd sit down and talk about all the great work the students have done and then areas of improvement. We'd go over the report card, blah, 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 right?
Obviously,
kind of the normal.
report card sucked.
Yeah, no. Kind of the norm thing of, talking about areas for improvement and areas that students did really well.
I always feel like whenever that comes up, I always feel like it's always going to go wrong. Like, someone's going to get mad at me.
No. Students, you guys should know this. You should know where you're at because of the work that you've done and how much you've put in.
Yeah, but why do the parents have to come?
Because we care about you and we want you to be successful.
They can find that on their own time.
No. See, this is why we do this.
No.
You should see the lovely smile on my face of the torture.
No, please. Please, I don't want to do parent-teacher conferences. We already did that last time.
You're funny.
No.
But anyways.
Oh.
So, like I was saying, when I first started teaching, I would just do the standard parent-teacher conference where I would sit down. Maybe the student would show up, maybe not. Well, then I got wise and I started, you guys know I was teaching 5th grade for a little bit there, and I started doing student-led conferences instead of parent-teacher conferences. Rylan's very slowly inching away from me because she's irritated. if
back.
you're a teacher listening, some of you, I mean, many people know, many teachers know about this. Yeah, where students give their representation of their work and things like that. Like I work with a teacher who, when she was in the classroom, she would have the students walk the students around the classroom and look at the different things that were posted up on the walls of student work.
Can I just ask how many times you just said there?
Probably too many.
Yeah, because you're like, there. I'm like,
But which theirs?
like whenever I'm always spelling there, I'm like, wait, which one? Oh no.
Don't you love homophones? They're so much fun. Homophones.
English language.
Love it.
There's no
Anywho.
pine and pineapple. Yes. Guinea pigs are not from Guinea, and they're not a pig.
True story.
Doesn't matter.
We always turn this into such a weird, I love it.
French fries were not made in France.
True story.
If anybody believes that French fries were made in France, it was a lie. Mm-hmm. They were made at McDonald's, buddy.
So I started doing the conferences, and when I taught 5th grade, I had students build a website in Google using Google Sites, and I gave them an outline, and students would add to each one of their pages. So it was like the first page was their home page of just them, and then on the next page would be focused on language arts, and then the next page would be math, and then we did science and social studies. We would add those pages and so on. And
I'm keeping my distance.
And students would add their work from like their Google assignments and things, or they would take screenshots, or they would take pictures with their Chromebooks and add those pictures onto their website.
Yeah.
And it was really neat because then they had everything all digitalized.
It was scary.
Well, when I got to my current site and I started teaching 3rd at my current site, I went ahead and had the students try it out in the 2nd trimester, and it worked out pretty well, even with 3rd graders.
You did it with tiny little innocent 3rd graders?
Oh, it was so torturous.
What did the 3rd graders do?
They died. It was just tragic.
Oh, heck yeah.
So terrible. You were in that 3rd grade group, you ding dong. Wow.
I'm still alive?
Wow.
I'm still alive? Wait,
Shit is but a ghost.
why am I still alive? I survived that?
Well, now
It's an I survived book.
yes. Now the 4th grade students, and starting with when you got to 4th grade, I had it outlined a little bit more and more detailed.
Nobody saw that.
You guys, it cracks me up. So the first few slides it's just their name, and then
sound.
And then the next slides include language arts, and then I gave them some examples of what they could add, and then math and things that they could add. And then we got to writing, what they do during ELD time, what they do.
You're just listing classes at this rate.
Yeah. Well, and it's good because it prepares students for thinking about when they get to middle school. Because when you go to middle school, then you're looking at having many different classes. So I had them do
Honestly,
that.
just name every single class that's in middle school and then pop it into one class.
Yeah. That's elementary. But I like it because it kind of makes them start thinking that way because they're in 4th and getting ready to go into middle
One of
school
my
eventually.
teachers thinks that like it should just be elementary and then high school.
There's a lot of people who think that way.
Yeah, because it's elementary and middle school kind of combined.
Yeah.
And then it's just
And then
high
you go
school.
to, yeah. There are schools that are what they call K-8 or TK to 8th grade. So it's TK, kinder, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th are all in one school. And then you go to high school.
Yeah.
So it's a different mentality.
I think that's pretty smart though, because it's like they get to stay there, do their thing, and then they're ready.
Yep. I think so too.
Yeah. Do they still have like the million classes?
When they get to high school?
No. I'm saying like if elementary and middle school combined.
No. Well, it depends upon the school. Sometimes by the time you get to like 5th grade,
No.
yeah, then they separate the classes.
No.
But it depends upon the school. You're such a dork.
Do they still have recess? I miss recess.
Yes, dear.
Oh, hallelujah.
You say it like it's going to happen, like you're going to be you're such a weirdo.
No, I'm just saying we could. You know what? Can I move to one of those schools?
No.
Please?
So this ding dong, by the way, in this 4th grade class, even though I am her mom, I told her, no, you have to do a presentation just like everybody else.
I truly did. I disliked you that day. I'm just like, what? Because all I can think in my head is just like, she's my mother. She knows these grades. Just leave it alone.
Well, and then she had to present to Mr. Peterson, which was funny too, because he's like, he was excited about it because he's like, yes, I get to have the presentation too.
I was so mad.
So what's fun about, it's fun for me, but it's torture for the kids, is they build.
It's always torture for the kids.
I don't know what you're talking about. Hey, what are you talking about? The last 2 weeks has been torture for me too. So meh.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
We saw cockroach die.
Yeah, that was not nice.
Okay, so, you know.
That's from like episode 2,
that
bro.
That was not, no, that was episode 3.
Okay, whatever.
I keep count.
Okay, good. So anyway, wow, hair flick much? Wow, she just like flicked her hair with some attitude.
Yeah, I can count it.
You're like, okay. I just got the hair flip. This is why we need a studio.
I know.
With a camera so we can laugh at your face. Oh my gosh. This child. Anyways, so let's go ahead because we're going to talk about your situation specifically.
Meditate.
So I like doing the conferences this way. Let me tell you. I know students think it's stressful, but it's really cool because then kids, I know, but then kids feel, and I've seen kids do this where like they whine about it, but then when they get to the presentation, they feel stressed out. But when they're done, you can see it on their face. They feel like, not only do they feel good because they're done, but a lot of the times it's like, I now feel better because I have shown my work. I am proving that I'm doing my best and pushing my hardest and doing what I'm supposed to do. And that's why I like to do it, because I like to see that little like, oh, I got to show off what I did. And I like to see that on their faces. I know it's torturous, but you're learning lots of skills and it's so helpful.
Everything you do is torturous.
I know.
So, like, you cannot be saying that right now.
I know.
Because, like, that's just gonna, it's like saying, I have a tomato, and here's another tomato.
What does that have to do with anything?
I don't know. I was trying to make a metaphor. I'm bad at this, people. Just trust the process.
Here's a tomato and here's wow. I don't understand the things that come out of your face. I'm tired.
I'm tired. I don't know. Trust the process.
Okay. So we get to conference time.
You are really trying to keep your cool.
Yeah, no, I'm just laughing at you because you're being crazy. And the great part is now that we've done the presentations, and like I said, Rylan, did you die when you did the presentation? No. It was
cat, goat, cheese, pizza.
Yes. It was really good. It was really good. This year, though, just so you guys know, I'm very proud of some of the students. I'm proud of all my students this year specifically, for sure. But this year, I told the students, if you finish early, I let students work on building out their presentation for about a week. And I told them, I said, if you guys finish early, then I have
You get extra torture.
Yeah, you do. But it didn't end up being torture. It was and it wasn't. I told the kids.
Is this like
kids
a
who finished.
Thanksgiving thing?
No, the kids who finished, I said.
Some kid threw up?
No. I told the kids, when you finish, let me know. So I had one student finish right away. And this was this year. I had one of the students came over and he goes, hey, I'm all done. And I'm like, okay, let me see. And we looked through it. Yeah, it looks really good. Okay. Now that you're done with your presentation and you've already practiced presenting it, so you know about how much time, because I give the kids only about 5 minutes to present.
Go make another one.
No. I said, I want you to take it and build a movie using it.
I'm sorry, what?
I told them go into
WeVideo. Where that's actually how we make our
this is
videos.
We use WeVideo to upload for our podcast.
Oh wait, hold on. Sponsors.
Oh my gosh.
Sponsorship
we're not getting
time.
sponsorships.
Sponsorship.
You're a dork. And I told the kids, look, and I told that student and then the other ones who jumped on board, I said, look, here's the deal. I want you to go do this. It's going to push you. It's going to make you really push your knowledge of building videos, but building a presentation to show your parents.
That's also how I do stop motion.
Yeah, as we video.
Oh, wait. Maybe we should show them some of my stop motion.
Yeah, I don't know.
I made a cat one. It's a cat.
Okay, anyways, we're talking about conferences, dear.
I'm sorry. I'm off track.
I see that.
ADHD over here.
Yeah. But it was great because the students who did finish, they went ahead and built the videos. And I told them, I'm not going to help you with it. You are going to have a productive struggle. I want you to create your video without help, but they could help each other. So I had one student who became the expert. And I said, okay, so-and-so, you're done. Come on over. Yeah, you get to go work with the expert. So then the quote-unquote expert then taught the next student. And then they each started to help each other. Yes.
Okay,
But
so when I said...
Okay.
When I said ADHD, all I could think in my head is going off the rails on a crazy train.
You are going to get us copyrighted right here. You crazy child.
I did it in the last one.
But let me tell you guys,
Copyrighted.
I've already seen a couple of videos today and they turned out really good. I'm very proud. I still had students who did their video, but then they said, you know what, I would rather show the presentation because I'm not 100% done with my video, and I'd rather my parents see my presentation instead. We just use Google Slides. I'm really proud of them. They did a really good job.
Google Slides and WeVideo, those are the two that are like really good.
For presenting.
Yeah, WeVideo I think you can get on free with a Google account, right?
I think you have to pay for it.
Dang it.
Because I know our school district pays for it.
Anyway, yeah, WeVideo is a really good area. That's how we make our videos, and
Yeah.
that's how we get all the pictures. The pictures are free. Like, you can just Google up whatever you want.
Yeah, they have a really great, again, we're not trying to get a sponsor, but they have a really good,
Sponsorship!
right? They have really good, what is the word? Free Pictures and free videos that are available. I can't think of the word for it. I'll think of it later.
The word is Bob.
Yeah, the word is
Joe,
Bob.
Sam, Dean.
Yeah, those are names,
Michael.
not words, but okay.
Depression. I don't know. I was just thinking of stuff.
But I don't think it's that torturous. It's pretty normal. Pretty basic.
Are there levels now?
Yes.
Okay,
Gosh,
you know what?
The chicken is outside losing its mind right now.
It's like, bah! Bah!
It's a really good impression. But
Wait, actually, do you think they could hear it?
no. They're really loud. I don't know if you guys could hear them. They're pretty loud.
Okay.
So that's my tale of torture of doing conferences. Was it that bad for
Yes.
you? Oh my God, you're such a
Yes,
nerd.
it was
I'm sure my
awful.
current students right now would
It
not
was
say
like
it's
the
that
Great
terrible.
Depression.
So let me put up on the screen. You guys can check out the question of the week.
I just hurt myself.
You're a dork. Last week we did a reading, so a language arts question from our state test. And this week I went ahead and chose a math one again. I chose a math one this week. And so if you're looking at this is a really good example, again, for parents, if you're watching or if you're looking at this is a really good example of what students have to do. And this is why when we teach students different strategies to solve a problem, they may not choose this particular strategy to solve their problems. And by that I mean, like in this example, this student is using a strategy called area model. If your student doesn't like using area model, they'd rather do
area model.
I do too. If they don't like using area model and they'd rather use like the standard algorithm, that's great. That's totally fine, but they still need to understand how to use these other strategies because both could work in different applications in the future for them. Excuse me. So looking at our question today, we have Brittany solves 52 times 14 using an area model. And down below is the area model that she used. And then underneath that, she has how she solved to get the answer at the end. So for my parents, the way we break this down is we decompose. We break apart 52 and then we break apart 14. So 52 breaks into 50 and 2, and then you have 14 up on the top getting broken into 10 and 4. And the reason why it's called area model is because you're thinking about the formula to do area for a rectangle, which is length times width. So then each one of those boxes or each one of those rectangles turns into a mathematical problem of length times width. So if you look on the left, you get 50 times 10, which equals the area of 500 on the inside. Then if you look at the rectangle next to that one, has a length of 50 and a width of 4, multiply those together, you get 200, right? And then underneath that, you have the little short rectangle that's 2 times 10, and the area, or sorry, the length and the width would be 2 times 10. And the area for that one would be 20.
It's dark outside.
And then the last one, that little tiny square at the bottom, not square, but a little tiny rectangle at the bottom right-hand corner there, has a length of 2 and a width of 4. Multiply those together, you get 8. So those are the areas on the inside. This is why this is called area model. What do you do with all those? You add them all up at the bottom, which is what this person did, Brittany did. And she got 728. So what this problem is going to ask students to do is use the same reasoning as Brittany did to solve.
Leave Brittany alone.
Right? So using area model, they want you to solve 39 times 17. And this is a really good example of not only do students need to do the math, but they also need to manipulate the different variables on the board by dragging the numbers to complete the equation. So you may use the area model to help you. So if you look over on the right-hand side of the screen, you have all those numbers on the left, 7, 9, 10, 16, 21, and so forth. What they want you to do is look at the area model that they built with 39 decomposed on the left side and then 17 decomposed on the top into 10 and 7 and then 30 and 9. They want you to multiply those together and fill in those boxes, and then take those numbers after you're done and put them down at the bottom to solve. So I'm not going to start giving away answers because you're probably going to figure it out pretty quickly. But for today, for this one, for our question of the week, if you are the first listener, you're going to have to explain, I would say probably the math sentence down at the bottom. So it starts with 300. What would be in the next boxes? That will help determine whether or not you got your area model correct up at the top. So if you can answer the math sentence of 300 plus something plus something plus something equals the area, that will tell me that you did the area model up above it properly. So kind of a tricky one today because you can't really like drag and drop, but I think it's going to be cool for people to explain their thinking, because that's another thing that students have to do is explain their understanding, justify their answer.
I'm not even sitting in the chair anymore. I'm just kneeling down on the floor. Like, I'm not even on the chair anymore.
Such a dork. Well, that concludes episode 6, and we hope you have enjoyed listening to our banter and our nonsense for the week.
Oh, also tonight, moon.
Dudes, by the time you guys hear this, it will have gone by, but like, if your parents, if you're looking at your kids and wondering why they're being a bunch of psychotic, crazy people right now, it's because of the
blood moon.
Lunar.
Yeah. Total eclipse
that's happening.
But it's at 3 a.m.
Yeah, it's at 3 a.m. So.
But if you hear this, it's going to be gone by, so.
Yeah. Sorry, we tried to get it out sooner, but we hope you got to at least see pictures of it. Someone probably took pictures of it. It's going to be interesting.
I'm going to set an alarm. I'm going to do it. I dare you.
Yeah. I'm telling you right now, if you're like, why did she say the kids, what are you talking about with crazy kids? I don't know what it is. It's a teacher thing, but we watch children just lose their minds and turn into like crazy little
gremlins,
werewolves. I don't know what they're doing. Whenever there's a crazy lunar situation, the children turn into crazy people.
They're gremlins.
Yeah.
Like the
just
movie.
Don't get them wet.
Wait, why?
You have to watch the movie.
I'm sorry.
You're innocent like me. I've never watched Gremlins. Maybe we're going to talk about creepy things next week.
Yeah, I'll say that. We
Torturing
could do
children.
a ghost story, but like where we got tortured.
No.
It's technically still tortured.
Yeah, I know. It's true. Anyways, we hope you guys have a really great week. And
Let's do a vote in the comments. Should we do a creepy tale?
Okay, fine. Leave it in the comments. If you think we should do next week's listener tales, no. If you think torture tales. And if you think tales of torture next week should be creepy,
like just me and my mom getting tortured by some kind of ghost.
No, we're gonna do a classroom torture. Please let us know in the comments if you'd like to hear about that.
Yeah. Let us know. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
We'd appreciate it. We hope you guys have a great week. We'll see you next time.
Bye. Don't die.
She got chalk on her hands, cold look in her eyes. If you hear your name called, you might not survive. Oh. Fourth grade, Beto with 5. Bell rings, we just trying to stay alive. Backpacks down, she creeping slow. Keys on her neck like a haunted show. Lights click off, she locking the door. Pop quiz kids and she drops to the floor. Crawls down aisles, tugging on shoes. Fake spider in her palm, bad news. Pop from the closet, skeleton mask. We all scream, she just laughs and laughs. Fire drill, nah, that's her cue to howl in the hallway. I'm coming for you. Mrs. Peterson's class, that's a horror movie. Every single day, jump scare duty. We just trying to pass, she's just trying to boo me. Hard in my throat, but the grade book's looking groovy. Mrs. Peterson's class, can't catch a breath. She turns story time into sudden death, scaring us silly while we learn our math. We trauma bonded over spelling tests. Lunch line lurking, tray in my grip. She appears behind me with a hiss on her lip. Kiddos, guess what's in the stew? Holds up fake eyeballs floating in goo. Substitute tries, let's keep it calm. She slides by plastic, bat in her palm. Drops fake snake in the pencil bin. Whole row jumps when we reach our hands in. Whoa. Parent teacher night, moms look shook. She got ghosts scribbled in the lesson book. Principal shrug, scores look great. Yeah, cause fear put rockets in our brains, that's fate. Mrs. Peterson's class, that's a horror movie. Every single day, jump scare duty. We just trying to pass, she just trying to boo me. Hard in my throat, but the grade book's looking groovy. Mrs. Peterson's class, can't catch a breath. She turns story time into sudden death, scaring us silly while we learn our math. We trauma bonded over spelling tests. Yeah. Whispers in the hall like, is she here? She might. Every open closet could ruin your whole night. But years down the road, when we look back and laugh, we'll say fear taught us focus in that haunted little class. Mrs. Peterson's class, that's a horror movie.